Hey, thank you for watching, but thank you for caring. Thanks for caring. Anyway, why the beanie, huh? I neglected this mop, for years. It's finally starting to turn more black. It is. What's left of it, Anyway, so I came on here rather unprepared, but I promised myself I would be talking to you at least once a week, right? I promised myself. I didn't promise you because I'm taking all the heavy lifting off your shoulders. I promised myself. And I was going to get on here and do this yesterday, but it wasn't just because I've been so busy and I haven't even seen social media. I mean, days fly by. Oh, I didn't look at YouTube, and it just doesn't matter. But something did matter yesterday. So I was going to get on, and I found it's a new YouTube video. I don't know if you've known about it for the past 2 days, but apparently Kaylee did some sort of mock-up interview with herself. But it's Kaylee, just like I'm talking to you, but I had to turn it off. I don't want to hear Kaylee's voice. I don't want to see Kaylee talk. There's just something really deep about this, and I don't know. I can tell you it's an anger. It's not melancholy. It's not even a coldness. It is anger. And I'm not an angry person, but I think I've been doing this for 3 years out of anger. So this manifested. I have some weird power where something will kind of weaken me emotionally, and then it just comes back. And so this is what manifested after I saw 3 seconds of Kaylee. And I don't want to ruin your lunch. And remember, this is all speculation. But because you care, I care. I'll make it quick. 5-year financial plan. A 5-year financial plan. What's that mean? Well, I'm looking toward the G's. Again, I'm just speculating. This is all for entertainment purposes. So, maybe something goes down November 2022. We wait around, we do a bunch of press, we mourn, we grieve in public, we get a few donations, but that's just shitty, change. We still keep doing some press. And then we sue the college for $400 million, exactly 3 years later. Because that's the plan. That's the 5-year financial plan. So maybe, we sue for $400 million, which is outrageous. But, there's millions of people out there who are throwing their money and more so their sympathy at us for losing our daughter and 3 of her good friends. So we sue the college, probably end up with maybe 20 million. If we start the lawsuit now, it might take 2.5 years. So we're looking at maybe a 5-year financial plan. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Well, we need to have someone inside the house. Dylan's naive. Her father, though, I've heard some nasty things about Dylan's father. I can't say they're true, but if there's one little bit of truth to it, Dylan is the person inside the house. Dylan, I think she was calling Daddy that morning. So we lose a kid. She was estranged from us anyway. She was just probably talking crap about us. Was it worth it? Of course it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Why did they have to go upstairs? Well, now I think I'm the dumb shit. I think that was all an act also. Because it looks as if, why did they, I didn't mean to lose a daughter in this. Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. But we'll think about that $20 million later, won't we? I've said from the beginning that if it were anyone but Brian Koberger, who's a patsy in all this, then of course it's going to be either a cartel or college kids. But, as I've said, whatever happens, if it's not Koberger, it's going to lead to, a metaphorically downfall of Idaho State University. And that metaphor I brought up was, I said, Idaho State University would be demolished just like the college demolished the King Road house. Can't let that happen. We have to make it look like we need a guy on the inside. Oh, Brett Payne. Wasn't it funny how Officer Brett Payne suddenly became Detective Payne, and then he suddenly abandoned the police force? And I know cops, and that's just, you just don't do that. Unless there's a horrible tragedy, but Payne didn't exactly seem too emotional about this. But he did hop, skip, and jump over to Idaho State University. So now you have somebody on the inside. You got somebody on the inside of the college. So we got Dylan's dad. Dylan had to bring Kaylee down for that one night. Just that one night. And then she calls Daddy. And as I said, whatever is alleged about Daddy, I don't know if that's true or not. But then, yeah, Brett Payne, that is true, that he's probably the guy on the inside of the college. So that means there's somebody inside the college who's also engineering this. And Bill Thompson, come on, how much of a cut is Thompson allegedly getting in my psycho fan fantasy about this murder? 5-year financial plan. Maybe you'll get more than 20 million, huh? Whatever you get, guys, it's going to buy a hell of a lot of Ozempic. Come after me. I'm way more powerful than you stupid assholes. Everybody else, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm angry about this.